Welcome to the Heart to Heartland podcast. Here are your hosts.
Welcome back to Heartland. Happy February. I haven't seen you since last month, so that's
Oh,
exciting.
we're still doing that every month.
I'm Isabelle, and this is my co-host.
Soile. And we're back with another episode of Fan Fun. So today you might want to check this episode out from YouTube because there's some visual stuff happening today. But if in case you are not able to at the moment, you can just go to our Instagram page, H2HL Podcast, because we'll be tagging some people and reposting them on our stories when this episode comes out. So you can check, well, I guess you can tell what this is already from the episode title, but we'll be talking about fan art today. So you can check those fan arts from Instagram. But before we get into all that, I heard you had an update about the books. You've been hunting.
Oh my god. Okay, so I've been in search of like collecting all of the Heartland books since I found out they're very, very rare. Because then I'm like, okay, now I have to have them. So I had most of them to start with, but I found on Facebook Marketplace, which is a really good place to look, this like 80-year-old lady that lives like 20 minutes away from me had, I think it was 18 books in total. So like most of the entire book series for $10. Now, if you go on eBay or like Amazon, if you're lucky, like the whole set's about like $500 Canadian dollars. So I'm like, this lady doesn't know that, you know. So I'm trying to like subtly tell her like I will pay double if you hold it, you know what I mean? But she's like, somebody else is coming to get it. I'm like, okay, whatever. And then that person didn't show up, lucky me. So I said, here's 20, so can you hold it for me? So I go, well, actually my mom went and picked up for me the next day, and they are in perfect condition. Like, I mean, I don't think anybody's ever read them before. Like, absolutely perfect condition. Like, how lucky is that? The only new books, though, that are added to my collection are 9, 14, and 17. So that is, that's pretty good for $20, though.
Yeah.
So the only book I'm missing out of the 20 is book number 5. So I'm almost done collecting. And then a couple of the special editions. So I'm really excited about that. Oh my god, that's what I want to talk about. I now have 2 copies of special editions, the ones that are the easiest to find. So if anybody wants them at this point, now I have some.
Yeah.
This one is like absolutely destroyed. You're gonna want to watch this, what I'm talking about, but it's literally taped together. Like, literally there's tape on all these pages. It's holding on, by nothing. I got this for $5 on Amazon.
What book is that? Which one?
Special edition, a spring break special, Beyond the Horizon.
I wonder if it's that good, because why else?
I know somebody really, I was like, this is crazy. Like, somebody really, read this more than once, like a lot.
Yeah.
And this, little pamphlet came with it. Our goal is to rehome more pre-loved books with new readers. So it's this program that they rehome books that are severely used. And I'm like, someone seriously read it so many times that there's half the cover here is missing and it's taped together.
Probably the only book they had or something.
You're right? Like, oh my god. And I've personally never even read this book, so I'm like, okay, now I have to, because it must have been good or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I wonder if the seller was like, wait, why is she so interested in paying more? Like, what's the deal?
Yeah. Part of me was like, lady, you don't know you're sitting on a gold mine, but I'm like, then I'm just screwing myself over.
Yeah.
She's gonna want like 500
that's what she wants to ask from them, so it's like,
yeah,
fine.
And the funny part about this is that it was on Facebook for like 3 hours, and she already had one person wanting it, and then I was, the second, like 3 hours. That's insane.
Yeah.
Actually. So
high demand.
It's like striking oil or something. I'm gonna try to find I should have had this. Okay, no, that's not it. I have a stack. I got like 2 stacks of books here, guys.
You should
Uh,
get one of those vaults or whatever they are in the banks where they rotate that
God.
year, and it's like
Oh my god, right?
just to keep them in because those
Oh,
are
they all fell. They all
valuable.
fell. All right, that's good. Okay, I found what I was looking for though. This is the Holiday Memory Special Edition, and I already had this, but as you can see, it says seasonal postcard inside, and the edition I had didn't. The postcard was gone. Yeah, guess what? Guess what? Yeah, that's right. So very happy about that.
And didn't one of those books had a little sticker about?
I'm literally looking for it right now. Yep.
Yeah, I won't spoil it before you show it.
Oh my god. And this one here, this is funny because it's like imprinted $1.99, $2.99. Like it's not a sticker. It's I don't know. I mean,
Weird.
it's just strange. Like where did these books come from, you know? But they're brand new. Like you can tell like they've never even been opened because they're just no one's ever read these ever. You can tell. I don't even know where it is. This is bad. It's probably on the floor somewhere. Give me a second here, guys.
Yeah,
2 hours later.
truly.
2 hours later.
I'm looking, guys. Oh, there it is. Found it. Okay. Found it. Watch on CBC TV.
Who would have known?
I know. That's insane. Like, but yeah. Anyways, so that was like a gold mine. And on top of that, I'm really dumb. And I recently found out that Lauren Brooke isn't a person. And I'm upset. It's like me thinking that this is a person like my whole life, reading these books my whole life only to find out it's 2 different people.
Yeah, I found out about like a year ago, and I was like, wait, what? Like I had imagined this whole life for this person behind the book.
No. I was the only reason that like I figured it out though was like I would really love to have Lauren Brooke on the show on her podcast, and I'm like, excuse me, you're not a real person. I'm deeply offended. So
Yeah.
that's something I found out recently that I didn't know in my 22 years of living and
I don't think a
reading
lot
the
of
books
people
most of my
know.
life. So if you didn't know, now you do.
Mm.
And so then I went down a wormhole because I'm like, do they have contact information? So it's Linda Chambers. I think I said that right. No, Linda Chapman and Beth Chambers. I don't even know.
Or are those
don't
even
even
their real names?
Right,
Like who
right.
knows?
So I Googled these people and I found like contact info for them. And I'm looking at their website and all the books that they've, you know, there's like Chestnut Hill and all that stuff too. But there's no mention of Heartland like anywhere whatsoever. And I'm like, I don't know, this is weird. Like on her website. So anyways, I thought that was weird. And I'm like, guys, I really, really, really want to have them on the podcast. I have so many questions.
I'm sure a lot of
You
people
know?
do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
So,
where
I've
are the
had-
rest of the books?
Right. And so the book that I want the most is the Amy's Journal Special Edition. And I did end up finding Amazon in the UK has it. Where is it? I took a screenshot of exactly how much it is. Soft cover, 2009. Are you ready? $1,900. I'm not joking. That's
Heck? How
Yeah.
do they
on
is it a
bookfinder.com.
is it a bidding thing or is it just
No,
like
I think it's the only copy. And then there's Thrift Books, which has Heartland Special Amy's Journal, temporarily unavailable. 135 people are interested in this title. We receive 2 copies every 6 months. Like, how? Okay, maybe I'm stupid, but why don't they just print more books? I've been going down a wormhole to find these books, and then some lovely person on our YouTube comments said, by the way, Isabelle, I have 3 Heartland books that my daughter gave me when she was updating her library. They're hardback. Oh my god. They make them like that?
Yeah, I've seen some versions because different countries have different kind of
God.
versions. So
And
yeah.
I kind of want them. From 2003, 2004, and 2005, number 13, number 20, in a special edition of Holiday Memory. Are you missing any of those? I'm not, but now I kind of want them just because they're hardcover.
I wonder what kind of cover they have.
I
Doubt
know.
it's the
I
same ones.
like I remember this girl, this is Amy to me since day
Yeah.
one. I was deeply offended when I found out that the Amy on the show was blonde and then Lou was dark hair because it's vice
Yeah.
versa in the books. And I'm like, that's not Amy. This is the OG Amy. To see anybody else on the books is like, excuse me?
Yeah, I
Excuse me.
wonder who that is. I've been trying to find.
Oh my god, I want her on the podcast.
Yeah, because I know Ben was like one of the Kardashian guys or whatever.
Scott Disick. He's
Yeah.
right here. And he literally Scott Disick is
Yeah,
like a literal like Kardashian.
but who are
I
the
don't
rest
even know.
of rest of the people in the books? I know they're like stock photos and
And then there's they've changed up Ty a lot on the covers. Where's the other one that Ty does not? Oh, this one. Like that's different. That's a strange child.
that's Ty.
Apparently, yeah. Scott Disick is Ty, but then you get like farther into the series and they've been
No, I
changing
think
this.
Scott is Ben.
Huh? Who?
Because
What?
like Lisa's nephew.
You think this is Ben Stillman?
No, I think that might be Ty,
This is
but
Ben
that's,
Stillman?
I think that's Ben, or maybe I'm wrong. But I think they're supposed to be two different people. Because isn't he on for the first time he's on the cover when Ben arrives or something like that? Or that's just what I always
I don't know, but I'm finding out that everything in my life is a lie.
Sorry.
I
don't know.
Okay,
That's
so the
just-
first time
Yeah.
first time that I think the first time this person appears on the book is book 4, which is correct when Ben comes in.
Yeah, that's just why I assumed that was Ben, but I don't know. You're spiraling.
So Ty's not Ty. Lauren Brooke doesn't even exist. Okay.
Yeah,
That's it for me today, folks.
yeah.
As all my books.
And
are.
we're just getting started. So
Yeah, literally. Anyway, so I just wanted to say thank you to that person who offered those books. That's very kind. I do have them, but if you're willing, I still like them. So
yeah.
so thank you very much for that. I really appreciate it.
Wasn't there something about a certain hashtag you wanted to talk about?
Okay. Which one of y'all started the hashtag I love Lisa Stillman and didn't tell me or nor invite me? Because I'm on social media when I'm looking for comments of the week and I'm just like catching up on what's going on in the fandom. There are tons of comments with the hashtag I love Lisa Stillman. And I'm like, I get it. Everyone loves her now. Is this just super random or did someone start a campaign and not tell me?
Yeah, like I wonder what's the original post.
I know. Which is great. I'm like on cloud 9 about this because I used to be the only one.
Yeah.
I remember those days very well. So I like screenshotted all these comments and I'm like, can someone just like send these to Jessica Steen, please?
Yeah.
Speaking of Jessica Steen, I was watching 11:05 like a day or two ago, and this drives me nuts. This has happened before. I'm referring to the scene where Lisa takes over Jack's like fly fishing desk table with all her Fairfield stuff
Yeah.
when they first move in together, and you see like her computer and like there's a pen and stuff. She's left-handed. Why did they put it on the right?
Has she always been left-handed, or is it like what's the word if you use both hands?
No, she's always been left-handed. I remember like season 3 episode where I don't know what she was writing, what scene it was. It was like 307, 308. Yeah, like she's always been left-handed. And they never get it right. Even when they finally showed her Fairfield office for the first time, where do you think all the stuff was? And I'm like, this is driving me nuts. It's the little things.
I've never paid attention to that. So now I have to.
I don't know why I do, honestly.
Are you left-handed?
No.
No,
But
I'm
it's like any excuse to bring Jessica Steen up is just me, so.
well, sure. Yeah, I was just wondering if that's like a personal thing, like you feel like you're a
Offended?
spokesperson for left-handed people, or
I don't know. It's like the attention to detail. You know what I mean? Like if this character who's like also left-handed has been setting up their desk on this, wouldn't they be putting the
Yeah.
stuff on the left? Just
Yeah.
a thought. I have one of my best friends is left-handed, and my God, does she get offended when I'm like at her computer and I'll like take her mouse and she's like, put it back. Okay. Like so mad. So that's what I'm like. Yeah, I just feel personally victimized by this.
For her.
Yeah. So, anyways, that's just my Jessica Steen roundup of the week. I love you. Okay, bye.
So updates this week. We have a couple. Just a few quick ones. First of all, if you live in the Netherlands, New Faith Network will have season 15 February 14th this year. So very soon. So if you're living there or you get New Faith Network, season 15 is coming your way. I don't know if that's like one episode per week or is it just like all of them at once, but
Yeah. If you're in the Netherlands, let us know.
And then the 11th annual Country Music Alberta Awards are coming, and Amber is mentioned as one of, not like a nominee, but she was part of the song that's been nominated, or the songwriters actually, for Songwriters of the Year for the song Looking for a Lockdown with You that she performed with Scarlett Butler, Dwayne Steele, Aaron Goodwin, and Michelle Wright. And there were some songwriters that I'm not going to name because the point is that Amber was just mentioned there. So, yeah.
Yeah. So that's exciting.
Yeah. And we talked about the streaming position of Heartland like
Oh my God.
some weeks ago, but it's been currently doing circles again because I guess they released some.
It's all over TikTok.
Yeah. So there's been a couple of articles and it's basically been the same, like it's the fifth most streamed show and whatever. So not really new information, but there was this article from Oka Talks Online where they talked about the streaming and what it means for the, Alberta in film industry. Yeah. So I'm gonna link that in the description if you haven't seen that. Talking about the show and the industry, there's a rumor going around that's been coming from Directors Guild of Canada, the Calgary branch to be precise, because they're looking for staff for possible season 16 starting filming this May. So looking promising.
I've been proved wrong. I straight up thought season 15 was last. So
yeah,
it's good though. It's great.
Yeah,
it's really good.
I mean,
we still have a podcast.
Yeah, it's a rumor at this point, but it's a good sign that there's something.
Yeah, especially with like how I think Heartland's more successful now than it's ever been. So, I mean, some people would say quit while you're ahead, but I don't think we're quitting while we're ahead. So
yeah, I think these last couple of years, new people have found it. It's kind of like, why stop here if you still have stories to tell? And speaking of season 16, Aiden had a live kind of around it where he asked people to send in ideas that they would like to see in a possible upcoming season. And he also talked about Michelle Morgan and then Michelle Nolden because her beloved chicken Mabel passed away.
Oh my God, Mabel. Yeah. Rest in peace, Queen. And it's like I was joking about it, but I'm also kind of serious that I was gonna die and come back as one of her chickens.
Didn't you have like some kind of connection to Mabel specifically?
Yeah. So I was like, my condolences to the Nolden family, but like
she was special.
Like, yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't think we talked about this before in our podcast, but Aiden is hoping to make a second album, but because, streaming services and everything, like you get basically next to nothing from making music these days. So if you want to help fund the album, he has this funding page that you can access to at least through Spotify. It's like you use PayPal, so you don't need.
I'm waiting to get paid, and then I will help.
So we're moving on to today's topic, which is fan art. I know we've talked about fan-related creative, outlets before, but I was browsing on Instagram and I came across a couple of different kind of fan arts, and I thought this should be an interesting topic to talk about because I know it's not just about making it. It's always a process for the artist. So I reached out to a couple of recent ones that I noticed online and asked them about who they are and what is it about Heartland and like why did they make the art piece that they did. And so I'm gonna read a couple of comments from them and I'm gonna feature some of the art here. And I did this behind Isabelle's back, so she hasn't seen this. So I'm
excited.
I'm gonna send her these after I've sort of given them a little bit of background.
Oh my god. Speaking of fan art, do you know how much I miss making those edits?
I mean, you could still do them.
Yeah, but like I deleted, so I used to run the Gisa fans on Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, whatever, and I made Jack and Lisa edits for probably a decade until I deleted it.
Is it all just like gone? I know people keep reposting, but like
I think I know. I see my edits everywhere.
Yeah, like, I'm like
you can run, but you can't hide.
Yeah.
Maybe I only disabled it. Oh my god, imagine.
Yeah.
I'll look.
I'm there.
I'll write that down for later. Anyways, continue.
So the first artist featured is Heartland Tributes on Instagram, and they're called Janali Hansager. I hope I'm saying that right. They said, "Hello, my name is Janali Hansager. I'm a creative director of the Heartland Tributes Instagram page. I started watching Heartland in early 2020, and like many others, I was immediately addicted. I would often watch anywhere from 4 to 7 episodes in a night. It would keep me up late, which is not good because I get up at 4:45 a.m. for my job. But I just couldn't get enough of Heartland. I love all the characters, but it was especially drawn to the relationship that was growing with Ty and Amy. I just had to know what was going to happen next. I, like many others, had become infatuated with the Ty and Amy love story. When it was rumored that Graham Wardle was going to leave the show, social media was buzzing with all kinds of theories, and I began to believe that Graham truly was going to leave the show. And to prepare myself for this trauma, I started to watch fewer and fewer episodes of Heartland. I knew the pain was going to be unbearable if I didn't start weaning myself off the show. When the long-awaited season 14 began and the shock of seeing Ty drop happened, my reaction was worse than I thought it would be. I thought that I had prepared myself for what I saw, but I don't think you can prepare yourself when a beloved character who had become part of your everyday life dies. When fans like me watch Heartland, we become part of the show, even though we're not physically on set, where we all live vicariously through some of the characters and their stories. I wanted so badly to have a grandpa like Jack. I wanted to have a son like Ty who overcame so many challenges. I wanted to live at Heartland. To help cope with the pain of Ty's death, I sat my computer and made an artistic piece that showed Amy leaning on Ty's shoulder. I added a saying to the picture and shared it with some other Heartland fans. It seemed to help cheer them up like it did for me. I decided to create a Facebook page titled Heartland Fan Art and an Instagram page called Heartland Tributes where I shared my artistic tributes of the show. Each piece I made helped ease the ache of Ty's death. I was able to connect with other Heartland fans all over the world who reached out to let me know the artistic tributes helped them cope as well. I started making more tributes that were of Amy and Ty as a couple, which helped us all remember one of the greatest love stories ever told. I shared my first tribute on January 2021 and have since then posted 179 other artistic
Oh my
tributes.
god.
Yeah. Making the art, connecting with new friends all over the world has helped heal a broken heart. I found joy in making them and helping others heal as well. Now we just enjoy the new Heartland without Ty and look forward to what the future will bring to Heartland. I've had 3 people that I know of reach out to me and ask if they could make a t-shirt with my art on it. That gives me so much joy to know I bring that kind of happiness to others. People have asked me to make a book, but I've just not had the time to do that yet. And they also have a YouTube channel and a lot of views there. So I just thought that was interesting that they just got into the show and then, get so into, Amy and Ty's love story and then like, oh, Ty's dying. And then,
Well, the like how this person described their love for the character and the couple is beautiful. And it's like, I personally don't relate to that when it comes to Ty and Amy, but I relate to that when it comes to Jack and Lisa. And if I were to put myself in this person's position, I would be just as shattered and heartbroken had it been Jack, for example. So I just put myself in their position. I'm like, yeah, I understand where you're coming from. And so I'm excited. Are you gonna show me
I'm
what
gonna
it is?
show 4 different pictures that I chose just to kind of show different kind of edits that they had made. I will also link the whole account so you can see all of these yourself.
Okay. Whoa.
So to me, they look like posters, basically.
Oh my god, this person did Jisa ones too?
Yeah. I wanted to include that because I know you would like that.
That's impressive. Photoshop is so hard to use. I'm impressed.
Yeah, or I wonder if this is Photoshop or something else, but still,
it has
it's
to
like,
be. Like, how else would you? Oh my god, I love that Jisa one.
Yeah. To imagine these as t-shirts, like,
oh my god, awesome. I want a Jisa t-shirt. Start an Etsy store.
Yeah.
I will keep you in business. I like when people add characters to the fan art that you don't actually see on the official art.
The next artist that I wanted to include is someone who I saw do watercolor based on Heartland. So they're called Joanna Guzet. Hope I'm saying that right. On Instagram, Guzet Johanna or Joanna. I don't know which one. They wrote to me. I want to say Johanna because this is a person from Belgium, but sorry if I'm getting that wrong.
Retry.
Yeah, I'm Johanna Guzet and I'm an illustrator currently living in Belgium. I read the Heartland books when I was a child and loved them. I lived on a farm in the Pyrenean Mountains and related quite a lot to Amy's life. I was interested in plants and essential oils, and my mom used to use quite a few natural remedies to treat our animals, so I learned a lot from her. Later in life, I turned to illustration as a career, but also completed a certification in aromatherapy. Amy's guide is still in my bookshelf today, and even though it's a little outdated in its ideas, I still read it from time to time. I discovered the CBC series much later while living in London. I missed the mountains and horses, and I loved seeing the stunning landscapes in the films. It gave me a breath of fresh air. I bought the first book of the series again and decided to do a set of illustrations for it. Who knows, maybe they'd want to do a new illustrated edition. And then in parentheses, I never heard back. So this is how these 6 illustrations came up. I had a lot of fun making them, and as you will notice, I used the films as a reference for most of them. The one with Jack sitting in the porch is the first one I did, and still my favorite today, I think. I like the atmosphere from it and kind of wish I was in his place. I've posted a few photos of the process on my Instagram feed recently, so do go and have a look. You can see more of my work on my Instagram, Gusette Johanna, or on my website, www.johannagusette.com. As soon as I saw these, I just like stopped scrolling because it was unbelievable.
Oh my god. What?
You just know like where those came from,
The
and it's
detail. Oh my
right.
god. Oh, the Ty and Amy one of the back of them.
Yeah.
So cute. Oh my god. Please make a Jisa one. I will pay you.
I mean, I guess you could
God,
like
the job.
commission.
Please do commit. Oh my god. That's so pretty. Oh, I love that Jack one. That's from like 103, I think.
You just
It's-
know which moment it is as soon as you see the.
Yeah, that's season 1, episode 3. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, this is cool. This person needs to make a TikTok. Oh my god. Is that like with it traced it with like a pencil first or something?
I think so, yeah.
Oh my god.
And this person has a lot of their artwork on their Instagram as well. And it's not all Heartland related, but it's all like so stunning.
That
Yeah.
is beautiful. Oh my god. I want that framed in my house.
Yeah,
Oh my
it's
god,
like
please make a Jisa one, please. Oh my god, I know exactly which one I want done too. Okay, let me know.
you have to send them a message and ask if they would do that because
Please do commissions. Oh my god.
yeah, I don't know if they do, but I hope they do.
That's impressive.
So the next one I have featured is Heartland Twinkle. They're called Cam. I remember being like, what, 11 or 12 and sitting on my couch for hours to watch Heartland. I don't even remember how I've come to discover it, but this is the first show I watched like on my own for myself, not with my parents or anything. I just knew that this was special and that it was going to be a lasting part of my life. I've never lost interest in the show, just never. It's became a part of who I am. As for my favorite characters, first of all, I want to say that I'm so glad we got to see all those characters grow, both physically and mentally. And I just love them all so much. I'm not going to play original this time. I love Amy. I love that she annoyed the heck out of me sometimes, and I love that I didn't understand her all the time, but that she's that kind of character that is so relatable. Ty holds a special place in my heart. Ty's growth and development is phenomenal. Caleb will forever be one of my favorites too. What's inspired me to create this account? Well, let me give you an Easter egg. I created first Heartland account years ago. I must have lasted there no longer than a month? I do not even remember the name of it. So that is so frustrating. But I'm pretty sure the account is still out there. Anyway, I first thought about creating this account a year ago at the beginning of season 14, Ty's death. I will never be able to explain the pain it's caused me. At the time, I was also going through lots of personal issues. I just suddenly had the urge to share my thoughts, opinions on the show that had become such a massive piece of me. It's helped me a lot. It might sound crazy, but being around people who were living the same things, even if it's just a character, it was very helpful and inspiring. About the creation process. For this part, it really depends on the type of edits we're looking at. Sometimes I just edit scenes that I like. I really love to simply share cute or funny moments. Then I have some posts I spend hours on. I listen to a song, read a quote, or even imagine an aesthetic that I think would fit a character, a ship, and start working on the best way to make what I have in mind an enjoyable edit for Heartlanders to watch. I really like the process of just letting things around you inspire you. Then I'm going to share you a couple of their favorites and a couple of my favorites.
Oh my gosh.
So about the one with Amy, they said, so I've decided to choose this one because I literally spent hours on it and it means a whole lot to me.
God.
I made it.
I can see how you spent hours on it.
Yeah. I made it for the 1 year of Ty's death, and as it is the reason why I decided to create this account in the first place. I don't know, it just makes sense. Besides, I like to think that this is my way of telling the story with only a picture. This is kind of my homage for this show that means so much to me. And then they have this like, it's like a video, but also a picture. And about this one, they said, I also really love this edit. Well, those types of edit that I make from time to time. I really love the creative process of picking a song and trying to make it fit with images
This is
from
like
the
the
show.
stuff they make on. Oh my god, this is like what they do on TikTok.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. Oh my god.
And the blending of the images is like impressive.
I'm not even a TV fan, and I'm like sobbing.
Talent. And then I also wanted to feature one about Jack and Lisa because, you know, you love them so
Okay,
much.
I haven't. I'm looking at it now.
Yeah. And then
Oh,
one with Lou and Georgie because it was just, I don't know, I just love the atmosphere in it.
I like the filter.
Yeah.
Those are stunning.
Yeah.
Absolutely flawless. Wow.
And the next artist, this one you know, because I know you know them. But when I asked people if they would like to suggest an artist, a couple of people suggested, and I already had her included as well. Elodie
Oh my
Joubert?
God.
Is that how you?
Yes, I know who that is. I'm not sure, but I do know who you're talking about. Yes.
Yeah. So I think she's pretty well known in the fandom,
Yeah.
but in case you don't know her, this is what she said about her, you know, fan experience. I started watching Heartland at the very beginning in 2008. I don't remember exactly when. I stumbled upon the first episode at the time when Amy was telling Spartan, "It's not my fault." And I remember thinking, hey, I already knew that. I had read Lauren Brooks' books as a teenager and loved the story. So imagine my big surprise. Then, as the episodes went on, I fell in love with Heartland. First, the story with the horses, then, of course, the love story between Amy and Ty, and to finish, the landscape, the country, Alberta. I love this family, the values it brings to the world, its strength, its courage. Like many people, I have the impression that they are part of me, of my history. I love all the people, each one of them has something special. Tim's bad character, Lou's tendency, Jack's benevolence? Not sure about that word, but yeah. Ty, well, no matter what people think, it was his passion for Amy, but also for his convictions. But the character I love the most is Amy. I have always identified with her personality, which resembles me a lot, but also for all her work with horses, her dedication to them, her perseverance in helping them. She taught me a lot about myself. Today, 15 years later, I'm still here, still under the spell of this series that made me live so many things, overcoming an illness that came much too early, giving me back my confidence in my talents with horses by discovering riding methods adapted to my health problems, to discover who I really am, to open myself to the world, learn to speak English, overcome my fears like getting on a plane to visit the country that has always made me dream, Alberta, and maybe discover hidden talents like writing and photography thanks to people I met through Heartland or its actors. Yes, Heartland has had a very positive impact on my life, and it continues. During these last years, I started to make photo montages on Heartland. I love photography. I've always had fun creating things with photos. At the beginning, I just started with photos on which I added countdowns to say that the new season was going to start. Then, as time went by, I improved my work to arrive at what I proposed today. Through my montages, I try to tell a story by associating photos and text. My inspiration can come from a moment I saw in an episode, a smile of an actor, a landscape. When a photo speaks to me, I just want to tell what it tells to me. But creating these montages requires me a lot of work. I can spend between 2 and 4 hours on it because finding the right association, the right text, it takes time. Sometimes the associations are made by themselves and sometimes they don't work and I have to look further. Sometimes the text imposes itself immediately to me, and sometimes I have to dig further. But even if it takes time, I like to create, to invent. And when a series like Heartland inspires you so much, it's a real pleasure to do this, to thank her. So there's a lot of Heartland art on her page, but this is the one she wanted to be featured.
Okay.
Again, I will include her
Oh wow.
Instagram on the description, so you can see it all.
Ooh.
I
I
remember,
like how it blends in together.
Yeah.
Wow.
and I remember when season 14 was airing, she was doing those episodic posters, I would say.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Oh my
and
god, I didn't know that.
yeah, so those were kind of, I mean, I knew her before, but I like how she made them like topical, like to build
Mhm.
the, excitement for the new episodes and all that.
Yeah, I love it.
So the next artist is called Elsa Forge. Forge? Forge? I don't know, sorry. But their Instagram account is Elsa Forge Artist.
Okay.
And they said, I've been watching Heartland for a few years. My favorite characters are Amy and Jack. I wanted to push myself and draw a horse, which I hadn't really done before, and thought no better way than getting inspiration from Heartland. And then this is the digital art they made.
Oh my god.
I'd say
Digital art? Are you
Yeah.
kidding me?
I'd say they do a pretty good job
Are
with the whole
you
horse.
insane? Oh my gosh. How? How?
I just love the softness of it. Like you can just
But it's like, oh my god, how do you do that digitally though? It's like, it's incredibly impressive to do it like paint or drawing or whatever, but like digitally. That
Yeah.
feels like almost more difficult to me, but I don't know anything. But this is like, oh my god, it looks exactly like the picture. And it looks exactly like Amber too. Like, whoa.
The texture of the whole thing is just like, wow.
I don't know how to do it's like silky smooth. It's
Yeah.
perfect.
But it's
Oh
like,
my
yes,
God.
that's a horse. Like you can feel the
Please
like
make a tutorial. Please do like please like screen record yourself doing this because this is just incredible. Oh my god. But like the detail.
Yeah, I wonder how many hours this took, because it's like,
Oh my god. Like on the reins and the oh my god, everything.
yeah, like even the little dots and just wow.
Wow.
So the next one is also someone I follow on Instagram, and I wanted to kind of give different kinds of art because there's different kind of ways that
Clearly.
Yeah.
Like wow.
people have expressed their like creative, I don't know what to call it, creative.
Yeah, their creative outlet. Yeah. Yeah. I know what you mean.
So this is on Instagram, Lou Amy Tapes. Their name, I guess, is Millie. At least that's what it said on the
okay.
bio. So they said, I started watching Heartland when the pandemic first started, around March, April 2020, and instantly fell in love with the show. My favorite characters are Mallory and Lou, but I love Amy and Ty too. So I've been editing for a while now, but last year I decided to create this account to post Heartland only. The process of my edits is usually the same in every edit. What changes are the transitions. I first choose the character or person I'm going to make the edit about, then I choose an audio, a song to edit to. I choose the scenes of the person I'm going to use on the edit, and then I just start making the transitions between the clips. This could sound simple, but it takes hours and a lot of motivation in every edit. So this is probably my favorite edit I've made. I love how it turned out, and the song is one of my all-time favorites. I probably can't include
Yay.
the song, but I will post the link, because
Okay.
of copyright reasons.
Copyright, right?
Yeah.
Excuse me? You did not just put my favorite song of all time on this video. I'm literally wearing her merch right now. That's my girl's song. Oh my god, that was flawless. Excuse me?
Yeah.
Whoa.
But it's so
God,
true.
that was such a nice surprise. What?
Yeah, like it's
Oh,
so
man.
true that something like that takes like
It
hours and hours.
it literally can take days
Yeah.
worth of work to make the perfect edit. Because if anyone's anything like me, it's like, sorry, I'm trying to turn this off, copyright. If anyone's anything like me, it's like it will drive me nuts if I can't get a certain thing perfected, or if it's like this scene isn't going there, or I don't like how it's like
Or
drives
like
me
the
nuts. So
movement of the hand has to
right.
be in line with
Or
the
if the scene doesn't fit with the lyric that's happening, or if the beat drops and it's not, whatever, stuff
Yeah.
like that. So I can respect and completely understand how it could take that much time.
So then the next one, I don't know how to say this. I think it's like it looks like Scully's Berserk, but it doesn't have you. But the person behind the account is called Natalie. And they said, I have been watching Heartland for about 11 years now. I was 8 or 9 when I started watching. I stopped for many years, but then got back into it and rewatched from season 7 and haven't stopped since. My favorite character is Tim. It was Jack for a long, long time. Him and Lisa mean a lot to me. But I kind of realized recently, in the last few years, how much I love Tim and how misunderstood he is. And I just kind of adopted him as my recent favorite that will never ever change. I usually get an idea and just kind of run with it. I usually try to add some emotion to it and use a quote or lyric that matches the scenes I will use. The process is always gorgeous. I enjoy seeing the final product. And then I got a couple of, because they not only do Heartland edits, they do a
Okay.
lot of edits for other fandoms
Okay.
as well. But these are the 3 that stood out to me. And I love that there's a bit of a variety that it's different characters as
Oh
well.
my god, I'm excited. Oh my god. How they blend photos together like that. I'm like, I could never figure it out. Oh my god. The Tim and Casey one is adorable.
Yeah,
Oh.
I miss them.
Oh, the Jisa one. There's so much detail to it too. Oh, I like
Yeah.
the Tim one.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
like I know it's not like an easy
Wow.
topic to do an edit about, but I think it's just like
It's not.
it captures the whole
God.
thing very, very well.
That's stunning.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Tim Fleming deserves more love than he gets for sure.
The final one is kind of short, but I wanted to include that as well because it's a different kind of art as well. So the Instagram account is Tammy's Edits, and they started watching in 2017. And their favorites are Amy, Lou, Jack, Lisa, and Georgie. And this is their favorite edit.
Oh my god, it's a... Hold on. Play from the beginning. Oh, stop. I haven't seen this episode in forever. Such an underrated friendship.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm gonna watch that again. Give me a second. Wow. I forgot how much I love Lou and Lisa
Yeah.
together. Their relationship, their bond. Oh, I remember when they hated each other. Or I guess I should say Lou hated Lisa.
Yeah.
Wow.
I also reached out a couple of other accounts, but they didn't get back to me. But I will feature them anyway. And if you have art or you like someone's art, please tag us so we can repost them on our stories. And I will try to repost as much as I can during the weekend this comes out. So it's like a fan art weekend in a way.
Like the amount of like you and I both know how much time and effort and energy and it takes to do this. And it's like people have jobs, people have lives, and they still find time because they love it. They love the show, they love these characters. It's like Heartland would be nowhere without people like this.
Yeah.
Who do things like this. It's very, very impressive. Like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, and I remember when I started my fan account, I used to do a lot more edits than I do now, but I was still in like high school or something like that. You know, I wasn't working or anything.
You've been doing it that long.
But it's like I just made these things for my own, happiness, and then
you do it for yourself. You really do.
And
it
then
makes you happy, so do it.
Yeah, and then I learned a lot of tricks with different softwares and things like that.
Yeah.
And it kind of helped me, you know, find my path, my career, because
Yeah.
I started working in like with graphics and, you know, video editing and stuff like that. And now that's basically my work.
It's literally shaped who we are today
Yeah.
in so many ways. Like, there's not a single aspect in my life that it's like, okay, it's like this because of Heartland. And it's like, it's serious though. Like, I seriously
Yeah.
mean that.
Because it's like some people can be like, oh, that's kind of lame or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's like, no, it's
To
not.
me,
If it's
beautiful.
yeah, if it's something you care about, keep doing it. Like,
If it makes you happy, then it doesn't matter what a single other person says, because they
Yeah.
should just be happy for you that you're happy. And a lot of people, if they're gonna make fun of you for it, they're miserable. So
yeah, because it's like harmless fun and it's a creative outlet and it
It is,
teaches
it's-
you so much and
it is
connects you
harmless.
with
It's just-
other
I know.
people. Like,
Yeah.
it's, I don't
Yeah.
know.
I'm thinking about like every single friend I have, the people I
Mm.
talk to, all because of Heartland.
Yeah.
The amount of people that I know, it's crazy. Like
Yeah.
the traveling that I've done to go and meet fans, like other fans. Oh my god, meet my fans, to meet other fans, and it's like I would have never gone to LA had it not been for my friend Rebecca, who I met because of Heartland, like stuff like
Yeah.
that. So yeah, this was like so much fun to see
Yeah.
all of this. Like, I've never seen any of this before. I think maybe one or two, maybe, or I've heard of, but how you found this is crazy.
Yeah,
You're pretty good at this, eh?
I'm trying to keep an eye out and just kind of see like different kind of artists and editors out there, and I do follow the ones that kind of stood out to
Yeah,
me.
like pique your interest, yeah.
Yeah, but I
Wow.
do think that, you know, every edit is just this labor of love in a way.
It is, and everybody has their strong suits when it comes to, you know, different forms of art digitally,
Yeah.
Photoshop, whether it's actually like watercolor. Everybody has their own strengths, and there's really no wrong way to do it. You know, if you love it and you're good at it, do it. And if you're not good at it, just do it until you're good at it, you know?
Yeah, there were a couple of other like mediums or whatever you call them, like different ways of creating that I wanted to include, but because they didn't get back to me, I didn't. But I will still repost them because it's just wonderful how different kind of arts there are, even just in one fandom. It's like
Yeah.
very inspiring.
And speaking of, you know, sharing other people's edits, and this doesn't just happen in our fandom, it happens everywhere where people will steal edits and take them as
Yeah.
their own. And it's really frustrating and upsetting because you don't just sit on your phone for 5 minutes making an edit and then posting it on the internet.
Yeah.
As you've been hearing, these take hours, these take
Yeah.
days. So when you repost it without credit, it's literally like stealing somebody's art. You really
Yeah.
are. Because these take time and effort to make, and sometimes money. Because I've paid for programs before to edit stuff just because it's fun.
Yeah.
So I think this is just a reminder to give credit when you repost, because there's no problem in resharing these things, but you just got to
Yeah.
give credit to the person who made it, you know?
Yeah, and just
That's all.
because it's like based on a show that the clips
Yeah.
are like available for all, it
Yeah.
doesn't mean that there isn't
Yeah,
a lot of effort before it becomes what it
Yeah.
becomes.
exactly. And if you don't know who made it, if you Google it and you find an edit and you don't know who made it, just say like, this isn't mine, I didn't make this, you know, all rights go to the original owner, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
and
That's
or
the least you
like
can do, you know? Just say, I didn't make this, I found it.
yeah, and
And
if
if you know who made this, let me know. You
yeah,
know?
exactly.
It's really not hard to just show that, you know, just a little bit of respect, because it does take a lot of
Yeah.
effort to make.
And I know some people think like, oh, I can't make those, or I will never learn, but those people learned. And I
Yeah.
think while
If you would
some
see the edits that we made when we started, embarrassing.
Yeah.
Embarrassing, okay? Gotta
Yeah.
start somewhere. but-
Exactly, because it's like some people have this gift, I guess,
Yeah.
but at the same time,
Natural, yeah.
it's also a skill that you
Right.
need to like train
Yeah.
and work for. So
Yep,
I hope people
absolutely.
keep that in mind. Like, just because you're not perfect right away doesn't
Yeah.
mean that you can't
Yeah.
improve.
Yeah, exactly. And there's always room for the improvement, but it's like just because somebody else makes art that you consider, better, that doesn't mean yours isn't great.
Yeah.
The absence of one, or the the presence of one isn't like the absence of the other kind of thing,
Yeah.
Everybody has their own art that's beautiful in their own way.
Yeah, because it's at the end of the day, it is about the show, but it's also the
Exactly.
art is also about the artist, like
The
the
artist,
way
yes.
they see something that they want to make
Right.
into an art.
I kind of have something I want to show you. I don't know if you remember it. I'm going to see if I can find it. It has to do with fan art.
Okay.
I'm going to see if I can.
Interesting.
I actually have the original in my closet somewhere because it was a commission. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Not sure. I'm trying to remember.
This was ages ago. This was like a decade ago. Where would I go for it? Where would I go for it? Where would I go for it?
I wish I could help, but it's supposed
I
to be a
know.
surprise, I guess.
3 hours later.
There we go. She did a bunch of tamey ones too. Oh, there's Lou and Scott. Okay. The Grandpa Jack one is absolutely flawless. It's crazy. All right, where's Jessica Steen?
What's happening?
Jessica Steen one. The Jessica Steen one was literally a commission. I literally mailed her money so she would. Oh, there's the Jessica Steen one. December 3rd, 2013. So I was fairly close with my timing. Sending them now.
Oh,
Do you remember
yeah.
those?
Yeah, isn't this from Michaela?
No, this
Or-
is Jessica Lynn.
Oh, that's the.
Michaela's also done like flawless drawings of
Oh
the
yeah.
cast as well. But yeah,
The Jessica one.
the
Like,
Jessica Steen one.
I'm like,
Isn't it
how?
insane? Insane how it's literally identical to the picture. Because I sent her the picture that I wanted of Jessica Steen. I don't even know why it's in my closet. It should be on my wall, but
Should be because everything else is.
I literally commissioned this. I should have just given it to Jessica. You should see it up close, like the actual like strokes, like of the eyelashes and everything, and the eyes.
and
I know with Sean,
the
right?
stubble and like
Right? Like, oh my god. The Ty and Amy one though, it's like the face, everything's perfect about
yeah,
it.
the wrinkles on their coats and
Yeah. Right?
the shades.
I'm gonna have to
and
go in
the-
my closet and find the original.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, oh, I was so pissed. So the very first day I finally got it in the mail and I opened it. This happened the very first moment I opened it. My mom dropped food on it. So there's like a mark.
No.
Oh, I was fuming because like I paid for a commission. There's no
Was it
other one,
something
right?
like tomato soup or like
Yeah.
something
Oh,
like
it was
really?
it was something you couldn't get off. Like it's very noticeable. So I've I've never been the same since. But no, it was just on her hair, so yeah. I'm wondering if like if I
Ew.
send it back to Jessica Lynn and it's like, hey, can you my mom screwed this up like what year? Like 8 years ago.
Yeah, they're who are you?
Yeah,
What is
right.
this?
Oh my god.
You
But
should
yeah, like
add it to your wall of things.
I should. Behind me.
Yeah.
I don't know why I didn't think of it. I think I know where it is. but
Well, good thing you thought of it now.
I totally like forgot about it though. It just randomly came up in my head that I got a commissioned drawing of Jessica Steen when I was 14.
What else is out there? Like the stuff that you
Oh my
own that
god,
you
who knows?
yeah.
I think I have a G's of fanfic notebook somewhere.
Your like own or
Mhm.
so an episode of you reading
Hell no.
and
The
I'm just
stuff I wrote when I was like 12? No. No. Stop. Do not. I was 12, okay? I was an innocent child. It's not what you think.
Okay.
It's just probably really stupid. It's just probably really stupid.
But
There's
it's
only ever
just-
been one person who read the fanfic because it's like absolutely humiliating. She said it was
imagine
really good, but I'm like, that was probably because she felt bad for me.
you're like, it's really good for someone who doesn't know.
For someone who's 12, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But we should have like a slumber party, and you're like, okay,
Totally.
set the mood, and you're like, first
I gotta
page.
find the book. I'm sure it's I know I have it
You,
somewhere.
you should at least have like highlights or something taken out and be like,
Oh,
this is
I
out of
should.
context.
Oh my
Like,
god, it's gonna be so embarrassing. I'm gonna embarrass myself so bad. When haven't I though? But still,
well, too late.
it's on the internet.
Yeah,
I'm just looking at the drawing.
just
seen it in forever.
admire it.
My god.
Well, you gotta get it out so you can admire it on your wall.
I'm gonna get it out probably right after this. I'm
Yeah,
gonna find it. But have you seen the original picture though that she copied from it?
I think so. Isn't it
Mm.
exactly the same? like-
Literally.
yeah, like
I don't know if I should be saying this or not. Maybe I'll have to edit it out or something, but like her ex-husband took that picture. Oh
so.
god, help
Is
me.
it? I wonder. Is it like?
So I'm like, do I want to give it to her
Official
or
Yeah, probably not. Like, oh,
I really hope they don't watch
picture.
this. I really hope.
like,
I'm
oh,
trying to
this
find
is 5 minutes before they left me. So, thanks for that memory.
Oh my god, I googled Jessica Seed and the drawing came up. I can't find the original picture though.
One of the first.
I wonder if she ever
results?
Googles herself and like sees that drawing. Oh, there it is. I found it.
I mean, is
I
that
mean-
information that you can
No,
know
like-
without?
Yeah,
Mhm.
like you can literally find the credits of the photo and it says David
Oh,
Newsom. So
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so it's not like I was outside their house and like looking in when he was taking the
my
photo.
god. My ribs hurt from laughing. That's funny. Okay, I'm sending you the original.
That is like insane.
Right, that's absolutely insane. Yeah,
Also,
the
a
hair
beautiful
strands and
picture.
everything.
Like,
it is. I think it was her headshot in the what year is this? Honestly, half the stuff I know about her, I don't know how I know it.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know if I want to know.
I couldn't tell you because I don't remember. Oh wait, now I think I know how I know that. Hold on.
Save yourself.
Oh my god. Okay, here it is. Okay, I
Okay,
think
so let's get this audio clear if they use this on trial.
Oh god. Okay, what am I looking for? Oh right. Okay. Oh god. I'm nervous.
You remember a lot of things, but you don't remember what you did a minute ago.
I don't know. Oh, there it is. Right here. This photo was taken by Am I even allowed to say? I don't know why I feel like I'm going to trial here, but
Is
it
this
says right
public
here.
knowledge?
Yeah, it's on jessicasteen.net/JSPMISC. If you want to fact check. And it says this photo was taken by actor David Newsom. So
That's how you know.
don't know what to tell you, but oh, it was in the TV movie The Great Pretender, 1989.
Oh my
Anyways,
God.
I just went down a wormhole.
1989, like I was a
33 years
little
ago.
baby.
I wasn't even a thought. Good times.
Yeah, just shitting my diapers.
Oh god. Found out that I do know that, so it's good. Oh my god.
Okay,
But,
should we wrap it up, or do you
yeah.
have other secrets you want to tell?
The bad thing is that I'm at the point where like I don't remember which things I know that are supposed to be secret and which aren't. So one of these days.
Someone's gonna ring a doorbell, and you're like, oh,
I'm gonna
figured
have
it
like
was
the
gonna-
FBI at my door.
Like, which one was it that did it? Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
I'm just gonna pretend I can't speak English because half the time I can't. So.
Yeah, so you have that one to save you. But
Anyways.
Should we just tell everyone to keep their noses clean?
Yeah, keep your nose clean and your powder dry,
Yeah.
as they say.
And we'll see you next week. And there's a little teaser about what's coming in behind Izzy.
The loves of my life.
Okay.
Please cut it right there. Cut it right there.
Okay. Bye.
Oh my god.